It's Wednesday. How you doing? I just ate cereal and the sun was shining on my mouth and I was afraid it was highlighting my bran flakes. Sorry. How are you today? I'm doing fine. I was just thinking about there was this exercise class that I really enjoyed, but unfortunately it's not going to be available anymore, and I'm kind of bummed. And it was a class I never thought I would like, and I'm just laughing at myself. Like, sometimes you might see an exercise class, you know, like there are different gyms around here that do all kinds of things. You will see a class advertised and the name of it sounds absolutely terrifying, but you get into it and find that you really like it. And that's the way this class was for me. And like, I never thought I would like it, but I actually loved it, but they have discontinued it, which I'm really bummed about. Like, damn it. I like that class, but that's okay. I have plenty of other classes and options all over the place. So that's one great thing about living here, is that there are a lot of gyms and they offer a lot of different classes, a wide variety of things that you can do, and I partake in quite a few all around. That's my hobby, that's my pastime, that's what I do, and it's great. I'm really glad I got back into exercising and, you know, taking care of my fitness. Because, you know, during COVID, when the gyms closed, I thought I would work out at home. Now, I can't, you know what? I'm being totally honest with myself. I don't really work out at home. I can always find an excuse to not do it or put it off. And I do. But if I have a class to go to, like, okay, I have this class at 6:30, I'll be there. And I go and I work out. I have to have that deadline. If I don't have it, I can find a number of reasons to put it off. Train tracks. That's funny. I believe those train tracks have been smoothed out. Damn, it messed up my phone. That's funny. They used to be rougher than that. Maybe I've just gotten used to it. Maybe I'm dead inside and I just don't feel anything anymore. It could be any combination of those things. But so I wasn't working out at home when the gyms closed. I worked out at home for maybe 2 weeks, and then I just kind of stopped even pretending like I was going to do it. Like, it's not going to happen. So I'm really glad I looked into some other stuff, because I did find in Greensboro, all these informal groups popped up of people who wanted to work out, but the gyms were closed, and they would meet outside, you know, where you can all separate and you have your social distance and all that, but you can still work out. And I joined a couple of those, and they would just meet at different places around town. That way it was, you know, more convenient. Like, if you're near here or near there, you know, and we had like group chats where you would know where to go. Oh, we're going here today, or this evening so and so is teaching this class here, you know. And it was just $5 per. Most of them would charge like $5, you know, if you want to come, it's $5. If not, you know, you don't have to worry about it. It was very informal, and I will never forget when I was headed to the first one of those classes, and I hadn't worked out. When I went to my first class, I had not worked out in almost 4 months, I would say. And I thought, how hard can this class be? I mean, we're outside. We don't have any equipment. How hard can this be? Oh, God. I about died. Holy hell. I discovered within the first 10 minutes of that class that I was really out of shape. Like, oh shit. Oh no. This is bad. And I'll tell you now, I really struggled in those classes for the first couple of months. I struggled mightily in those classes. And it was hard too, because everybody in the classes were, you know, everybody's super nice. And I got to meet so many people here in Greensboro that I would have never met otherwise. We have almost 300,000 people here in this little city of ours. And you don't meet, I mean, it's kind of cool because you can be anonymous here. You can do whatever, and nobody's in your business, and I love it. I grew up in a small town where everybody knows your damn business. And that's the one thing about a small town that I can't stand, is how nosy everybody is. But here, nobody gives a shit what you're doing. Nobody cares. But it was kind of cool because I got to meet some great people. And I stay in touch with some of them, and I still see them at classes occasionally, which is awesome. But the outdoor classes, now that the gyms have been open for a while, the outdoor classes don't happen as frequently anymore. Some of them I still go to occasionally when they do meet, because I miss them. I like working out outside, especially now that it's starting to cool off a little bit. It's actually nice to get out and get some fresh air, and it's nice. I like it. Like, there's this Saturday morning class that I go to sometimes, and usually it's at about 8 a.m. on Saturday morning. And I love the weather this time of year, about that time of day. It feels really good outside, and the humidity is slowly starting to go away. So it's awesome. Yes. So I'm really glad I started working out again. I feel so much better, and I'm glad I stuck with it. I could have very easily just given up, but I thought, no. The fact that I was struggling so much told me that I really needed to keep doing it. Like, if you can't even run one lap without feeling like you're gonna die, maybe you need to continue this. Maybe you need to continue these classes. So, yeah, but it's been great. I don't know, but yeah, I was just laughing, thinking about, man, I never would have thought I would have liked that class. Because the class that got canceled has a lot of running in it, and I hate running. But this class, it breaks up the running with exercises, so you're not running the entire time. It was out on a track, and the instructor would set up these stations with different exercises. Like, it might involve free weights or a mat where you have to get down and do something. And then you would run a lap around the track, and you come back and do another thing, run a lap, and you do that for roughly an hour. And I was really hoping they were going to bring it back this fall, but turns out they're not. So I really hate that. I would have never thought I would like that class, but I actually really did. And I got to where, when I first started that class, I couldn't run a full lap without having to walk. And it didn't take long to get where I could run 2 or 3 laps without stopping with no problem. I was, no problem. And I was really proud of myself for that, because I've never been good at, I was a good sprinter when I was younger, but long distance running, I've never been good at it. I have a little bit of trouble with exercise-induced asthma, where I feel like I can't breathe, and it causes a problem with like running, and I don't know. I feel like I can't get enough air or something. It's like my lungs just will not, they're not working properly. It's really uncomfortable. But yeah, so I really hate they're not bringing it back. But anyway, what am I doing today? Well, I didn't have a lot of work to do this morning. I am waiting to do one thing. I have to get approval to do it first. I have a few items. I'm back at Aldi. I got to looking at that recipe. It is the recipe I was telling you about the cream cheese filling muffins. They're carrot cake cream cheese muffins. And I only need a few things to make this. I went through the recipe, and I got out the stuff. I wrote down the stuff I did not have, or that I was running low on. And so I thought I would pop up here to Aldi and get what I need. I only need flour, eggs, vegetable oil, and carrots. That's it. I don't have any eggs. I don't have much flour left. I have no carrots and no vegetable oil. I have olive oil, but I don't have vegetable oil. The only problem is, last time I was here, their cooking oil supply was depleted. Now, they may not even have any vegetable oil, and if they don't, I'm going to have to go somewhere else. I try to stick to the recipe. I realize you can substitute things. I know, but I try to stick to the recipe as closely as possible, because I want to make it the way it says to make it. Of course, you can modify it later, but the first time, if it's something I'm making for the first time, I try to stick to the recipe if possible. And if I can't find cooking oil anywhere, I'll just find whatever I can find. But I'm sorry, if I can't find vegetable oil, I'll find whatever I can find. They're changing their hours at this Aldi. I noticed it yesterday. I came by here and I noticed that they are changing their store hours. They've been open from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday forever. And I forget what the hours are on Sunday. I think Sunday is like 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 8, I don't know, something. It's a little different on Sundays. But now, according to the sign up there, they're going to start opening at 9 a.m. and closing at 8 p.m. So we're losing 2 hours a day. I figure it's because they're not making enough money between 8 and 9 a.m. and 8 and 9 p.m. to justify being open. Or they don't have the staff to do it. It could be both. I don't know. That kind of sucks because I end up at this Aldi a lot at 8 a.m. I don't know why. I end up here, trying to buy something, but now I have to remember, no, they don't open until 9. Anyway, I have my little list. I'm going to go in there and get my stuff. And I don't know that I don't think I'm actually going to make the muffins today. My foot is really bothering me. I don't know if it's a bone spur or plantar fasciitis. Something is wrong with my right foot and it's been messed up forever. And I was on it a lot yesterday and the day before, and I woke up and it was still killing me this morning. Usually after a night's sleep, it's fine, but it really hurts today. So when I do cooking videos, I do a lot of standing. So I don't want to do that today. I want to give my foot another day. Maybe by tomorrow it'll be better. I'll try to stay off it as much as possible today, because it really does hurt. Especially when I stand on it at all. I find myself standing like a damn flamingo a whole lot, where I've got my foot picked up just to keep it off the ground. I end up standing like a little flamingo with my leg up. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I think I have a couple of ideas for videos that I want to do, and I'm not sure which one I want to do today. I thought about, all right, so I have my clicky clacky slugs. I want to do a video with those, and I thought with that, I might do one of the sound only. Do one of just the sound, no talking or anything. People get mad when I do videos and I don't talk. Why aren't you talking? Say something. Like, oh my God, it's my everyday life. Why are you so quiet? Speak up, say something. Why don't you ever talk? I got that yesterday. I went somewhere yesterday and somebody said that to me. Mary, I forgot you were here. You don't ever say anything. I forget you're here. Why don't you ever talk? Why are you so quiet? That is the rudest thing. Don't people stop and think how rude that is? I don't look at them and go, why do you talk so much? You never shut up. Gosh, maybe you need to get back in your shell. You ever thought about that? All you ever do is talk. We never get to forget you're here. No, I wouldn't say that because it's rude. Shh, I've been hearing it all my life, man. Why don't you talk? Why are you so quiet? Why do people say that? Oh my God. It's just, and then of course when they say that, they say it nice and loud, and then everyone's looking at you, which compounds the shittiness of the situation. Like, oh God. I know. I'm usually like, yeah, I know, but in my mind I'm like, will you shut the hell up? God, can y'all go back to just forgetting I'm not here? Just, but then the funny thing is, when I try to say anything, people just talk over me, or it's like they don't hear me. They just talk right over me. Like, yeah, I wonder why I never talk. When I try to participate and contribute to the conversation, you just talk over me. I could be right in the middle of a complete thought, and I have been speaking long enough that I know you hear me, and you just start talking about something else. Yeah, I wonder why I don't ever talk. That is weird. I just in general don't like people. I've just come to the conclusion that I like some people, but overall, I'm so tired of people. I'm so tired of the way people are. Everywhere I go, people are rude. They're pushy. I'm just tired of being around people. sometimes I just want to go live in a little shack in the woods. I want to go live in a van down by the river. I just want to be done with the human race. Can I just be done with them? My God. I hate people. Anyway, sorry. That was a little tangent right there. But yes, I'm gonna so I could do the video. I want to do a clicky clacky video with the slug with no talking. Some people like it, but the people who don't like it complain a lot. Like, well, the video title clearly says no talking. I don't know why you're shocked that there's no talking in this video, but you are. So I'll do that. But I also want to do a video handling the slugs and talking about something. And I was thinking, well, what do you want to talk about? I thought, and I know I've talked about it before, but I thought I could talk about, I wanted to just pick a mundane topic, something not terribly interesting. So I thought I would talk about my experiences working in retail, like what I had to do in my I've had different retail jobs, like what did I do here, what did I do in a typical day, or what did I do here. So I could talk about that, and I think I'll just stick to that. I don't know if I want to whisper it or do soft spoken. Sometimes I decide these things when I sit down to start the video. Just whatever seems to feel right. You know, because, and yeah, like I've said before, no matter what you do, somebody's not going to be happy with it. So you might as well just do whatever makes you happy, because somebody's always going to complain. It doesn't matter. You could have the perfect YouTube channel. You could do everything perfectly all the time and everything is just wonderful. Somebody's going to sit there and go, I hate this video. I hate this video. So stupid. I mean, it's not ASMR, so I don't know why you're bothering with it anyway. This is stupid. This sucks. Somebody is always going to be unhappy with it. And if you grew up being a codependent and a people pleaser, which I did, and I have struggled with it my entire adult life, if you grew up in a home where, and your basic happiness and peace of mind often depended on keeping everyone happy and keeping anything from blowing up, to keep someone from blowing up and screaming about something, you really get used to living that way. And that is your normal. You have a great need to keep everyone happy, keep everyone calm, don't upset anybody, and it was a real problem if people were not happy with you. When you were a little child, it could be very scary to have a big giant adult yelling at you and, whipping you because they had a bad day at work and they come home and take it out on you. I know what that's like. And you learn to be very quiet, and you learn to disappear if your parent comes home and they're in one of those moods. You just fade into the background, like, I do not want to be noticed. I want to go away. And so you get used to taking care of everyone and keeping everyone happy and calm. And so as an adult, for me, I found that it really causes me a lot of distress to learn that someone is not happy with me. I've done something that does not please them. And I mean, up here in my mind, I know that you can't please everybody. I know that. But there's still some part of my brain from my childhood that thinks, oh God, somebody's not happy. Oh shit. What do I do? I gotta do something. And it's very hard to get past that. It's very hard I don't know that you can ever fix that. I don't know that it ever completely goes away. So that is something I struggle with, and I have struggled with my whole adult life. I hate saying no to people. I've gotten a lot better about it, but I hate telling people no. If they ask me to do something, or, can we do this? Can we do that? Even if I really don't want to, I just, okay, because I want everybody to be happy. And oh, it sucks. I hate it. I hate it. But yeah, it bothers me if people don't like, it really does bother me if people don't like my video, especially if they don't give me a reason. Like, I don't know. I don't like it. It sucks. This video is just shit. But they don't give you any reason. If I ask for it, I always get the same thing. You need to learn to take constructive criticism. Okay? I'm trying to help you. You need to learn to accept constructive criticism. So when I tell you your video is shit, you need to learn to accept that and learn from it. I'm not going to explain why it's shit. I'm just going to tell you it is. And then if you dare to respond to me, I'm going to yell at you. I hate people. This is part of the reason why I hate people. This is why I take comment vacations and sometimes just don't read comments for a while, because I don't know. I can't deal with it. But anyway, I thought I would just talk about my work while I do the clicky clacky slug. Just something mundane, nothing super duper interesting, because it's really not all that interesting. I just wanted to add a little bit of talking while I do it. And then I also want to do a video showing some of my favorite movies from my DVD collection. It probably hasn't changed much since the last one I did like 3 years ago. It really hasn't changed a whole lot. But I thought I would do that. I might actually do that today to upload tomorrow. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards doing the DVDs today, but I may change my mind. I don't know. So I guess we'll see. Sometimes I have it in my mind what kind of video I want to make, but right when I'm ready to get started, I think, you know what? I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Okay. So then I do that. That's the one good thing about being your own boss and being beholden to no one, is that you can just do whatever the hell you want. It's actually great. So anyway, I need to stop yapping. I'm going to get in there and get my little meager ingredients: flour, eggs, vegetable oil, and carrots. And tomorrow we're going to make these carrot cake muffins. They actually look really good with this cream cheese. Oh, cream cheese. Oh, I didn't write cream cheese down. I better write it down. If I don't write it down, I will forget. Here's a game I play. It's called Let's Grab a Pen Out of the Purse and See if it still works, because usually whatever one I grab doesn't work. What did I just say? Cream cheese. Holy shit, it works. Usually when I pull a pen out of my purse, there are like crumbs jammed into it or something. And you click it out, it's like, eh! And it's all crusty and dried out and it doesn't work. This one actually worked. Holy shit. Yay. I keep a lot of pens in there because they seem to die faster in my purse for some reason, even though I never use them. They probably do just get gunked up with purse detritus. All right. I'm going to go in there and get my crap. I hope you're having a good day so far. It was a little bit... Well, I put on a hoodie to come here. I had on a tank top, but I put on a hoodie because it's always cold as hell in there. But it was a tad chilly first thing this morning, but it's starting to warm up now. I got my front yard mowed yesterday, and the days are definitely getting shorter. I noticed that yesterday. I was out there mowing, and I was like, God, it's getting dark so fast. And the street lights were on, and it was basically dark by the time I got done. So I thought, well, I hope I'm mowing. I think I'm getting it, but it looked good this morning. I looked out there and it looks so much better. It really needed to be mowed. I was supposed to mow yesterday, but we got this torrential downpour and it rained like all damn day. So I didn't get to mow yesterday, but I got to do it today and it looks really good. So yay. And I need to vacuum my car out. When we went down to Denton for the yard sale thingy, I ended up getting a bunch of like dry grass clippings in my car because we were in and out of here, and I guess it was on our shoes or whatever. And so I really need to vacuum out my car. It's really bad. So what I do when I vacuum out my car, and I think this is pretty great. You know, you can buy those little car vacuums, but I find they're not very strong. Like the suction is not great. So what I do, I have my long extension cord from my corded lawnmower. I get that out and I unwind it, or I take an extension cord from in the house. I have my outlets on the front of the house, which I had put in, and I love them. I had an outlet on the back, but none on the front. So I had my electrician. I have the best electrician. I love this guy. He's so great. You know what I like about him? I will send him an email or call him, hey, can you come do this electrical thing? And he's from like Canada or something. He's a younger guy. And he doesn't talk much. But he said, yeah, I could do that. And I don't know why I can't get this with every person who comes to do stuff at my house. Hey, can you come do a thing? I sure can come do a thing. When would you like me to come do the thing? Can you do it this day? Sure. And he shows up and I go, here's the thing. Can you do this to it? Yep. Okay. And he puts in his earbuds and he just gets to work. Like, okay, I did the thing. Here's how much you owe. Okay, here's your money. Bye-bye. And it's so simple. It's so freaking simple. Everything else in my house is the opposite of that. Why can't they all be like this person? I love this man. I recommend this electrician to everyone in the area. Like, he is the best. He is the best. He is so freaking great. He just comes and he does it. And then he goes away and it's wonderful. He did this thing and it works great. Yes. And he put in my outlets on the front of my house and I love them. He installed my lamp post out front, the lights on my house. I had him replace those. I've had him do several things and I've been very happy with everything he's done. And he fixed the outlet on the back of the house that the siding people messed up. And it's wonderful. It works great. And it looks good. What was I saying? Oh, so yes, vacuuming out my car. What I do is, so I take my vacuum cleaner from inside the house. I have a, I think it's a Eureka. It's nothing fancy. I got it on Amazon for like $70. It's just a vacuum cleaner. It's basic, you know. But it has all these great attachments. You know, you take the hose and you put the little attachments on it. And it has this one. So I use the extension cord that I plug up to the front of the house. I take my vacuum cleaner out in the driveway. And I use the hose, you know, it stretches way far. And there's this one attachment that has this really skinny opening. And it's great because it gets down between the seat and the car, you know, like there's that skinny area. And there's always all this crap down in there. And if you go to the car wash, you use the vacuums, they're all like wide and they won't fit down in there. But my vacuum cleaner just gets right down in there. That one attachment will go right down in there and get all of that. I know you can buy detailing attachments and I know. But my vacuum cleaner's paid for. I don't have to buy anything extra for that. And it actually works just fine. It gets everything. It gets into every crevice, nook and cranny, everything. And then I'll take just like an old toothbrush and get into the little, what I do is I take an old toothbrush and I just get into the crevices and kind of sweep everything out and then vacuum it up and sweep it and vacuum it. And it works great. So I will probably do that later today, get the vacuum cleaner out and vacuum. And then, so what I do is I take the floor mats out and I lay them on the driveway and I just run the vacuum cleaner over them, cleans them right up, gets everything out of them, off of them. Fantastic. So I've noticed that I've been doing that for the last few months. Well, no, for like the last year I've been doing that. And I've noticed a couple of my neighbors have started doing it. I've noticed they've started bringing their vacuum cleaners out. And I never saw them do it before. Maybe they were and I just didn't notice. But I've noticed a couple of my neighbors are doing the same thing now. I've seen them out in their driveway doing the same thing with their vacuum cleaners. So it's like, hey, you can vacuum as long as you want. You don't have to put more quarters in it like you do at the car wash. And I get the trunk, I do all the floor mats, pull all the floor mats out, get the seats, and that little crevice attachment, you can get down in the little crevices in the seats. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Yeah, it's really nasty in here, and I need to wipe everything down. And so maybe I'll go home. I got to check my work again. I'll make whatever video I'm going to make, and then vacuum my car out before it gets too hot. So yes, fantastic. But I hope you're having a good day. I got my hair down. I normally don't do that, but I decided to let my hair just relax a little bit today. I really love this leave-in conditioner from URA Soapworks. They have this leave-in. I was talking about it last night. I love the way it makes my hair feel. It's so soft. Oh gosh, it feels silky and it doesn't get staticky or frizzy. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it does in the wintertime because my hair gets so staticky in the wintertime. You know, you're inside with the heat and it's dry air and my hair gets really staticky. Especially if I pull a hoodie or something on or off, my hair just, the static is just crazy. So I'm curious to see if it helps with that too. Usually what I do if my hair's like that, I'll just spray a little bit of Static Guard on my brush and then brush it through, and that takes care of it. So, or you could take an old dryer sheet and rub it over your hair. It does the same thing. I just keep a used dryer sheet handy, and I'll just grab it and just rub it over my hair, and that helps too. So, yeah, I'm rambling. So it's getting a little warm in here, and I've been talking for a half hour. My God. Okay, I'm gonna go get my stuff so I can get home and get back to working on other stuff for the day. But thank you so much for being here. I got to get my Aldi quarter. I had a collection of old quarters in here. Whenever this is, what is this one? 1977. I keep the old quarters. I know they're not really worth anything. If they have to be over a certain age or whatever, but I don't know. I keep using the newer ones for my cart. And if I end up getting an old one, I just leave it in here. And then I go home and I have a can full of change, and I'll just swap it out for a newer one occasionally. But yes, thank you for being here. I'm going to get my crap. Look at my Aldi bag. I have my Aldi box bag. I love these. They sell these at Aldi. I bought this one here I bought 2 of these here a couple of years ago. It opens up, and you have there's a piece in here that folds down. And I use these now instead of my reusable little bowl-and-nose bags, because those flop over and these stand upright and they hold more. I really love these. I use them every time I come here. So I've been using those for a while. I ended up giving away my bowl-and-nose bags because I never use them. So I just gave them away because I use the box bags all the time. But thank you for being here. Oh my goodness, I have to stop talking. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon.